good morning or good afternoon, but whatever it is, thank you so much for coming. It is really cold, in case you haven't felt it yet. And it is really greatly appreciated that despite this weather, we're out here and actually seeing the numbers. It's very promising that we are still here and we're still going, and hopefully we'll continue going until we get some kind of resolution. And it won't be easy. It's not going to be an easy path. It hasn't been an easy path to date, and I doubt that anything's going to get any better or easier in 2025. But all we can do is keep raising our voices as the voices of the Gazans, as the voices of the Palestinians. So that's why we're here in this freezing cold. And as my son said, my feet sting. So I'm hoping most of you have decent footwear, unlike me, but there we go. This year has already started with news of babies subsequently dying because of the cold, as if the cold has killed the babies. No. Babies are dying because they have no choice but to be living in refugee camps that are ill-equipped for human habitation, but nonetheless that's where they are. The babies are being killed by IDF and Israeli officials. That's the reality of it, and unfortunately this many decades on, our media is still not being truthful in terms of what is happening in Palestine. We have the likes of Michael Gove today saying thank God for the IDF. They should be awarded for being such mercenaries. This is the kind of world that we're living in when, you know, as I started off, 6-month-old babies are being killed. You know, at the beginning of this year, we started it, and we every year, to some extent or another, makes resolutions, whether it's to lose weight, to be a better person, this, that and the other, go to the gym, whatever it is. Most people tend to reflect, and most people are trying to do something better. Yeah, we seem to be in a society now where we keep going back. Instead of wanting to do better, the society wants to do worse. It's trying to kill more. And that's the reality of it, and that's why we have to keep coming out, and we have to keep saying, not in our names, and we want change, and we want difference. And the more people that come out, hopefully in time we will get some positivity. So I really, really do thank you. We've had 70 people killed this year alone in a camp. Apparently that's where Hamas is hiding. Hamas seems to be hiding in all sorts of places, but generally they tend to be hiding behind innocent young children and babies and in hospitals and schools. The last standing hospital in Gaza has been destroyed completely. Healthcare is non-existent. So despite the fact that it's -4 or -6 today, we all have the luxury of a warm house, a duvet, heaters, etc. that we can go back to. Gazans have absolutely nothing. And so we must continue to raise the voice and continue to say, free, free Palestine. On that note, I'm going to pass you over to Pete.
Thanks, Rebbe. Yeah. As Rebbe says, we're back here on the streets of Swindon, New Year, to show solidarity with the Palestinian people against the genocide of the Israeli state. And that solidarity really has never been more urgent, has it? On the one hand, point one really, we have a genocidal onslaught on the Palestinians becoming more frenzied as time goes by, and on the other hand, the support for that genocide on the part of the imperialist powers and the political elites have become, and their media sources have become ever more brazen. Genocide Joe Biden has left a kind of parting gift. He's announced that he's going to arrange another $8 billion worth of weapons sales on top of the tens of billions of weapons sales previously handed over to Israel. So Israel can continue to bomb hospitals, to bomb water supply facilities, to destroy sewage facilities, energy facilities and so on. This is what the increasing flow of arms to Israel means. When they keep flooding in, this is the result, the destruction I've just described. Medical aid for Palestinians contributed to a report to the United Nations, and the doctor presenting their evidence said this: Doctors have been sending SOS messages to the UN for over a year. Wearing scrubs and white coats is like wearing a target on their back. She added, I never thought that international law or human rights institutions would allow 2 million people to be locked in a cage and systematically massacred. She went on, some 96% of Gaza's children believe that death is imminent, while many wish for their own death. Just in the past week, 7 infants have died from hypothermia, meaning they literally froze to death. The United Nations have again drawn attention to the systematic destruction of hospitals. A week ago, Rebbe mentioned it, the last partially functioning hospital in Gaza was forcefully closed by Israeli troops at gunpoint so they could destroy the thing. The last partially functioning hospital. And every time Israel blows up a block of flats, they say Hamas is there. Every hospital they blow up, they say Hamas is there. Every crib they burn, they say Hamas is there. No evidence is ever presented, but the presence of Hamas in any case does not justify the kind of destruction that we're witnessing. All the measures of genocide exist today in Israel. Another Amnesty report spells it out. Experts, historians on genocide spell it out, like the Israeli professor, Omer Bartov, a world-renowned expert on Holocaust studies, spells out the Holocaust going on against Palestinians. And look at aid. The United Nations says, on the issue of targeting aid workers, at least 369 humanitarian workers have been killed in Gaza. On the question of essential supplies blocked, out of 220,000 cold weather clothing kits, only 19,000, that's 19,000 out of 220,000 cold weather kits have been distributed. Babies, we've said, are freezing to death. On the issue of access denial to aid, Israeli authorities blocked 149 of 165 UN attempts to deliver aid to northern Gaza. An area has already been under a crippling military siege for over 3 months. None of it has anything to do with defence. I think we also have to say that we're witnessing a resurgence of an old model of a greater Israel from the Zionists. The original Zionist pioneers wanted chunks of, as part of their land, wanted chunks of Syria, Lebanon, Egypt, Jordan. Some wanted it then and there, but some were ready to wait, to grab more land over time. They wanted a Jewish supremacist state from the river to the sea. Some of them were prepared to wait and take a strategic view to winning it. Now the current genocide has opened the door to that Zionist target, to that Zionist project. We hear Israeli cabinet members speaking at conferences, talking openly about annexation of Gaza and the West Bank, and bits of Syria and Lebanon, the Jewish supremacist state from river to sea. The myths about self-defense, the myths about the two-state solution can't hold, certainly not on any honest basis. And yet Israel's leaders, when they look at the global scene, see only support, military and practical support from the imperialist states. We have to say something else about support of the elites in the West for Israel's genocide. We have to look at the mass movement that we put together for solidarity with Palestinians and against the genocide, and we have to say that that movement has faced constant hostility from the state, constant hostility from the elites, constant hostility from their media. So next Saturday, the demonstration called in London by the Palestine Solidarity Campaign, Stop the War, Muslim Association of Britain, Friends of Al-Aqsa, that demonstration, the police are attempting to prevent the assembly at the BBC. Notorious misreporting of the BBC makes it an absolutely essential target for demonstration. The police are attempting to stop that. We've seen the growth of anti-terror laws used against anti-genocide campaigners. Probina Devonish is on trial next week, Cardiff activist against genocide, on trial over up against the anti-terror laws. So we all have to step it up. thanks for everybody for coming here. We need to step up our bringing of people to local actions. We need to step up our support for national demos and national days of action. We have plans to take the message to our local MPs in Swindon, to take the angry message. Where are you? Where's your voice? Why are you not standing against genocide? We have to bring our movement increasingly into the union, to get the union leadership to actually put real resources into the campaign. We can't let them forget what's going on in Palestine. We cannot allow the genocide that's going on to go unanswered. It has to be met with our activity. So I'll finish on that. Thanks for listening. Free Palestine, free Gaza.
Thank you very much, Pete, for a very detailed resume of where we're at. And I'm not going to add anything new, but I do want to say this. It is my astonishment, my disappointment, my unbelievability that 74 years old seems to me that the world is saying, 100%, the world is saying it's okay to kill children. It's okay to kill children. We have no way to stop big guns killing children. Is that really true? Well, it is true. We've demonstrated it's true. These last 18 months or so. It can't be more horrible, can it? Now, I'm known as being on the left. Call me what you will. Call me a socialist, call me a leftist, call me a propaganda. Basically, I believe in education. I'm an education believer. That's my roots. I'm a youth and community worker. Now, you might not agree that free school meals. You might not agree that there should be fair wages between genders. You might not agree that a minimum wage should be a wage that you can live on. But please, don't believe it's right today and tomorrow to kill children. It's as basic as that. And it's as horrible as that. And that's why we're here, of course. And we just want to keep getting the message out. As I'm also Swindon's community poet and activist, there's an old six-liner that I wrote in '95 in India, and it's called East Meets West. It is about today, where new people meeting new people. No ideas meeting new ideas. East meets West. When East meets West, we are both blessed with insight. Insight of what the media portrays. He does this, she does that. When East meets West, we blow the media cover and discover one another. Thank you. Free Palestine.
Free Palestine.
Free. Now Governor tell us we'll march in an orderly fashion through the town for peace.
Thank you all for coming today. We're going to march down Regent Street. We're going to stop at Barclays. We're going to do a bit of leafleting outside Barclays. We've got leaflets directed towards Barclays. And then we're going to go around into Avalon.
I don't know what he was saying, but with the energy here today, we've got to keep ourselves warm. So give me a big free Palestine! Free
Okay.
free!
I'll tell Galvin.
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free.
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free.
From the sea to the river!
Palestine will live forever.
From the sea to the river!
Palestine will live forever.
Right, I need some strong men up front, please, to help us carry this, because apparently the wheel's broken, so we've got the banners covered. Can someone help me? Where?
Dilly's just there.
Oh, Dilly's here. All right, okay. So we're not even moving. We promptly were marching at 12 o'clock, so just jog on the spot.
Okay.
To keep yourselves warm. Don't know what was touched on, sorry I got here a bit late.
Could one of you hold this, please?
Embarrassing, like I've seen on the
Thanks,
news
mate.
this morning.
Come on, Peter.
Why are they confident that they are not in the same situation? They have functioning hospitals and doctors and fire service, and yet the Palestinians in Gaza have just been left, abandoned by the world. But you've got people out here time and time again, never forgetting, always standing with the people, and we appreciate you. We will never let them die. So, there's one for Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry! We will never let you die! Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry! We will never let you die! Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry! We will never let you die! Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry!
We will never let you die.
Is it working?
Yes, it is.
Maybe we just abandon ship with this, is it? Yeah, let's abandon ship with this mic system.
We're gonna put it in place.
I went and said Sky, I know. I said to him last week, 2 days this week you can get accommodation. And he says, no. He says, I won't be part of the system. So last night I went to see if he was still alive. I used to do the Iraq War, you know, so I'm up on anti-government stuff. Big time. It's a shame it's not many people.
Palestina! 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 Palestine will be free!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
From the sea to the river!
Palestine will live forever!
From the sea to the river!
Palestine will live forever!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Boy, he's good, isn't he? He's good.
Viva, viva!
Yeah.
Palestina!
You're stopping.
Palestina! Palestina!
Palestina! Palestina!
We're here to spread the message about Palestine, about Gaza, about what is happening to the people in Gaza. The injustice they have faced for over 100 years. First at the hands of the British. This is why we are complicit. The British signed the land over because nobody wanted refugees after World War II. And they were given the land of Palestine. I've got a breath running after you, love. You know you're in a rush, you know it's cold. Bloody hell. Not this way. January, man. Come on. We're here to spread the message about boycotting. That is our agenda today. We need the boycott movement to grow. boycott, divest and sanction. This is what broke apartheid South Africa, and this is what will help to dismantle the apartheid state of Israel. We are not here, it's not a religious thing, we're not against Jewish people, it's not a Muslim-Jew war. There are Christians in Palestine that are always forgotten about. One of our long-standing members today always asks to shut up to our Aziz. Our honourable Christian Palestinian from the West Bank is always here with us. They're a forgotten group. It's about humanity. It's about decolonisation. And the way to do that is to impact the money. Stop the money. Stop funding these companies that are complicit in supplying weapons to kill Palestinian children. Barclays is one of those. We know that they are deeply complicit in the war in Palestine, from the shares that they hold with arms manufacturers. They've shut their doors, they're scared of us. How do they think the Palestinian children are feeling when guns are shot at them? When guns are pointed at them, they're shot through the head. Babies, 2-month-old babies, snipers, with bullets paid for by money from Barclays. If you have an account with Barclays, please close it. Move your money. Stop funding terrorism. Stop funding war, genocide. They are deeply, deeply complicit, and we need to tell everyone we know. We did have a good win with the boycott and divest and sanction movement. Barclays did divest some money, but not enough. They are still complicit. And they know they are. If they are divesting, they know their complicity. So, point at them and shout, your profits are covered in Palestinian blood! 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 Your profits are covered in Palestinian blood!
Go back to your comfort with soccer. Go back to the pub.
It's alright.
Ignorance, yeah,
My Welsh blood needs I got to go back to where I come from, you annex stuff first. So thanks for that. We have to go along with each other. So we always stand in the side of the back, we always know that we're on the right side. We will always stand together, and I know all of you guys are always same faces, same people coming up time and time again. We appreciate it so much. Sorry. But yeah, sorry, I wasn't ready to come today. Don't go to the phone. So I don't actually know the time. Yeah, so we're just going off on our usual route. It's much different, isn't it? Free!
Palestine! Palestine! Palestine will be free! Palestine will be free! Palestine! Palestine! 1, 2, 3, 4! Occupation no more! Palestine will be free! Palestine will be free! Palestine will live forever! Palestine will live forever! Palestine! 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 Occupation no more! Israel is a terrorist state!
Oh yeah, on this side. Where the picks up.
Terrorist state!
It's like trying to... Oh, I see. USG.
all across the country they call Israel. So all their profits, money we spend here, money we spend at Costa.
You get nowhere when you call it the Holy Land, because they're wrong people. Call it the Holy Land, not Palestine, not Israel, the Holy Land. The Holy Land belongs to Palestine. The Holy Land, the Holy Land.
Jesus is But we agree, it is the Holy Land. That's why we're going to stop our children on the Holy Land and to stop buying pallets to kill children.
Do you want to go fast? Yeah, I think there's enough room, isn't there? Palestine, the protest for Palestine.
But it is a holy land.
Stuff going on, all the kids being killed.
It is a holy land.
My head.
We all agree that
Yeah, look at
only to all Abrahamic religions. All of them. We need to live in peace. We need to live in harmony together. Exactly. This is what we're calling for, a stop to the murder. But what we come to educate the people on is the fact that when you spend the money at Costa, at Coca-Cola, at Barclays, wherever else, and leaders, this money is being used to kill Palestinian children. Every pound is a $1 to murder a child. One person, a holy person on my back, a religious prayer person. With everyone in my life believes strongly in a faith, Jewish, Muslim, Christian. We want them to stop the murder. All we're asking for is end to decolonization, liberation for all the people of the land. But it's the Palestinians that are suffering. And we are calling for an end to it. And we want your support in that. Apartheid South Africa only fell apart because the people came together and stopped funding. We need the people to support. Realize what is happening. Children are being killed with your money. Just because you don't realize it, we are here to let you know. Okay, so free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Palestine is occupied!
Palestine is occupied.
Resistance is justified!
Resistance is justified.
Palestine is occupied.
Resistance is justified.
Charge Israel for genocide!
Charge Israel for genocide.
Charge Israel for genocide!
Charge Israel for genocide.
Too many children died!
Too many children died.
Too many children died!
Too many children died.
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine. genocide.
Boycott Israel.
Boycott Israel.
Boycott Zionism. Boycott Zionism. Boycott murder. Boycott murder.
That way or that way? That way. That way. Look this way. Yeah.
Oh, and then down to
Sorry.
Palestine. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. From the sea to the river. Palestine will live forever. From the sea to the river. Palestine will live forever. Free, free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Palestine is occupied. Palestine is occupied. Palestine is occupied. Palestine is occupied. Resistance is justified. Resistance is justified. Resistance is justified. Resistance is justified. Charge Israel for genocide. Charge Israel for genocide.
I just realised I couldn't go down.
Charge Israel for genocide. Too many children die. Too many children die. Too many children die. Free, free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry. We will never let you die. Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry. We will never let you die. Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry. We will never let you die. Down, down, occupation.
Liberation.
Down, down, occupation. Down, down, occupation.
I mean, that's we have got to live it. It's like united working across Israeli, Palestinian,
Palestine will be free. From the sea to the river. Palestine will live forever. From the sea to the river. Palestine will live forever. Free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine. Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry. We will never let you die. Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry. We will never let you die. Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry. We will never let you die. This is for terrorists. Syria, Syria. Free Syria. Syria.
Palestine. 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 Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free. Palestine will live forever. Palestine will live forever. Free, free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Resistance is justified.
Resistance is justified. Too many children die. Too many children die.
Charge Israel for genocide. Free, free, free Palestine.
From Swindon to Gaza, we march for From Swindon to Gaza, we march for justice. From Swindon to Gaza, we march for justice. From Swindon to Gaza, we march for freedom. Free, free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Children die. Palestine. Palestine. Palestine will be free. Palestine will live forever. Palestine. Palestine. Occupation no more. Israel is a terrorist state. Terrorist state.
It's because when they took back the franchise for every McDonald's in Israel, they included premises that are in the occupied territory. So they're profited from Palestinian blood. Your profits are covered in Palestinian blood. Your profits are covered in Palestinian blood. Your profits are covered in Palestinian blood.
Your profits are covered in Palestinian blood.
My flag. Tessie's got it.
So, do you know what the deal is with McDonald's? Do you know which country that's right? You still don't know? So at the start of this genocide, McDonald's decided it was a good idea to start feeding Israeli soldiers for free. Shame! Once there was a... Yeah.
After they killed children,
Well, that would be my suggestion, yeah. It wasn't my decision to go.
That's why we said well, because they were feeding.
Being terrorists. The IMF is a terror group. That's all I'm saying. They are a fake flag. We don't believe in it. It's colonization. They should let me know.
That is really good spot, isn't
In a besieged strip, 30 miles long, 5 miles wide, starving the children, and then your young sons are going to get to feed those soldiers as they call them. Give millions of pounds in meals for them. And as well as this, they are operating on stolen Palestinian land in what they call Israel. So McDonald's is operating there. They did buy back not enough. Because when it was Russia, they fully withdrew from the market. They withdrew from the Russian market, and we believe the Palestinian injustice. McDonald's needs to stop operating what they call Israel. The land is stolen, and they're profiting on stolen land and at the expense of Palestinian land. It's a shame. And what this brand has gone and done now is press charges against the Malaysian BDS movement. Because boycotts work. Boycotting brands does work. Impacting their money works. We are living in times of capitalism. This is the world right now. This is what is important to us. So, when we hit the workers in their money, that's what they listen. This is our opportunity to spread the message, to tell people the complicity of these brands. We've been to Costa's, we've been to McDonald's, we've been to Bargains and many more. You can speak to us and find out what other brands. There's life, there's Puma. Puma has been sponsoring the Israeli football team for years. France are complicit. Once we stop giving them our money, they have no money to buy weapons to murder these children. We cannot forget about the Palestinians suffering in these lands. It is crazy what's going on in Gaza. The genocide there is insane. We can't separate this from West Bank. They want us to separate these people into West Bank and Gaza. We can't. We have to be united. These are the Palestinian people. Once we split them into that, they're already winning. And the West Bank people are facing terrible occupation day in, day out. They have different struggles, absolutely. But they're both equally as bad and they both need to end. We need the liberation of the Palestinian people. That's why we're here today. Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
From the sea to the river!
Palestine will live forever!
From the sea to the river!
Palestine will live forever!
He's going to we don't stand for the freedom of children. How many eat a happy meal that is paying for bullets to kill children? Babies! Shame! Shame on McDonald's! Shame! Your profits are covered in
Palestinian blood!
Your profits are
Covered in Palestinian blood!
Your profits
are covered in Palestinian blood!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
You're not walking back. I'm not. We're on the page. Break it here. It's freezing. What are we doing? Yeah. What we'll do is point us up all the information.
I said everyone wants to do different things.
You're standing on the right side of history. You're standing with humanity. You are doing the right thing. We're so proud to be with you and stand in this community together. We know how hard it is to continue to come out when we have our lives to live. But we do have to remember, when there's a genocide, we have to come and stand up and tell the people and get them on board. And we cannot stop until it stops. We have to keep going until it ends. We all give too much, I know, but this is so important to us. We see the ignorance of the people as we walk through town today screaming at us, telling us to go die, telling us to stay home, get better lives. How can we do that when there is a genocide? What happened during the Holocaust on the Jewish people? The people stayed inside, and that's how they got away with it. We cannot let it happen again. We won't let it happen again. And I know you people will continue to come out time and time again. Follow us on the socials to keep up to date with what's happening and when we'll be back out on the streets. But let's end it here today. There's no point in walking up that road.
While we're all together, I'd just like to say on Saturday the 25th of this month, we'll be meeting again, only that'll be up in Old Town at Marlborough House in the High Street, which is where Heidi Alexander's new office is, because we think it's time. It's all right us coming out on the streets all the time, but we think it's time we took this to our politicians who are complicit in this genocide, backing, arming and apologising for this genocide, and it makes us sick. So we want to go and tell Heidi. I think someone's going to run up the stairs, and I think we'll be delivering that on the 25th. So thank you very much for coming out, braving the cold. The power's yours, and hopefully see you all on the 25th, and a lot more people I hope as well.
Well done, everyone.
Free Palestine!
Free!
Free! Free! Free!
Palestine!
Free! Free!
Palestine!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
Thank you, everyone.